Hey Tigers, this week we are going to continue learning skills that you use in volleyball. The main skill today is striking with a hand, an underhand serve or an underhand strike. Not on the side, not overhand, but underhand. Let's get right into it. The first thing you need to know is where you hold the ball with your non-dominant hand. In this case, this is my right hand I used to hit with, and this is my non-dominant hand, the left hand. I'm going to hold the ball in front of the path of my striking arm and hand. Should I hold it in my stomach in the front? The path of my arm is slightly toward my right side. If I hold it in front of my stomach, the ball will not be struck. It will not strike. Watch. It's in front of my stomach. I need to move my arm in front of the path of my hand. If not, when I bring my hand across laterally to strike the ball is going to go lateral. It's going to go sideways. We don't want that. We want the ball to go straight at our target. So bring this ball in front. That's the first step. Bring it in front of the path. Now, pay attention. If you have the ball in front of the path, but the ball is set too high, where do you think the ball is going to go when your hand impacts the ball? You're right, it's going to go up. We do not want that. Also, if we have the ball and we hold it too low, and upon impact, where is the ball going to go? Straight down or low. Correct. We do not want that either. We want to hold the ball somewhere, not high, not low, but somewhere in between. So when we contact the ball is going to go over the net, up, but also travel forward. So watch this. If I hold it too low, the ball might go into the net. We don't want that. If I hold it too high, the ball might go too high. But if I hold it just right in front of the path of my arm and step arm back and hit it over, the ball travels over the net onto the other side at your destination. Let's try that again. Feet together, step, bring the ball in front of the path of your arm. I'll show you from this angle, in front of the path of your arm. This feels a little awkward when you bring your hand all the way over, but it's the correct position to have your hand in. Now, a lot of students, a lot of beginners will move this arm when trying to make contact with the other arm. We do not want this arm and this hand to move. I'll give you an example. When I'm striking the ball, some students bring this hand up and move all at the same time. These two hands are working together, but one is moving and one is staying still. It's staying still, just like this. And this arm and this hand do not move. If you brush your pinky or your hand a little bit, your pinky finger or your hand, as you strike it, that's fine. It won't hurt. So we want to keep it still. I'll show you. Keep an eye on this hand, please. Did it move? It did not move. That's going to be your best way to keep the ball stable, so when you hit it, you might have a better impact on the ball. Another rule that I should have gone over earlier is where to strike the ball. Striking the ball right here on the hard part of your hand. You can turn your fingers in if you'd like. You can also hold them out if you need to, but sometimes I turn my fingers in as a reminder to not strike the ball with my fingers. That might hurt. So we want to strike the ball fairly hard with the bottom of our hand. Now, don't be afraid when you're at home And make sure you're in a safe space as usual. Don't use a big hard ball inside your house. Wait until your parents get home to go outside and hit the ball a little harder. Now, if I hit the ball soft, even at the correct angle of impact, it still won't go over the net. But if I hit the ball hard with force and the right speed of my arm, that's going to make for a better impact. Now, Tigers at home, I want you to find a ball at home. Check out all the balls I have here. It doesn't matter what size or how bouncy or squishy. This is a really light, small ball. This is a little heavier ball. This is a foam ball, and then a real volleyball if you have one. Try not to use a basketball. This is the only ball. You can use a soccer ball, but don't use a hard, big basketball. You might hurt your hand trying to hit it around the house, and it's not safe either. You might break something. So find a ball like this, and I want you to practice. If you have a low ceiling at home, you might need to lower your ball with your non-dominant hand a little bit. If you have a higher ceiling, maybe you need to hit the ball on an angle, on a rainbow, okay? I need you to hit a ball or a couple balls like I have at home and use a basket. And we are going to practice making it in the basket just like we've done before, but this time with striking a ball. You can mark 3 or 4 spaces away, and I'll show you here. Put the basket somewhere in your house. Maybe take one big step away, put a line down. Maybe mark it with the toy or a piece of paper. Then one another step big away. Mark it with the line and another step. And I want you to start from the beginning and see what type of force you need. Do you need hard force or soft force? Do you need to go far back with your hand or maybe medium? And work on striking with this part of your hand. Let's see what I can do with these 4 balls, and then I'll let you practice at home. Oh, didn't make it that time. Oh, almost. Well, I made one. Oh, I missed it. Practice at home. If you can, go outside. This is going to be a lot better for you, so you can use a lot stronger force. See how accurate you can be. Remember, you're manipulating this ball. You're controlling this ball with the speed and force of your hand. Striking with a body part, your hand today, on a volleyball using the underhand serve motion. Have fun at home.